Everybody, it's Steve from Wackadoo Brewing. This is Wackadoo Unhinged, episode number 15. We're here today with our special guest, Nick Merrick from Green Beret Racing. We're going to be talking to him in just a second. As you can see, one of our co-hosts is missing because this was a last-minute quick one, and I forgot to let him know that we were going to be doing this today. So I will be here today with the Brew Squatch, a.k.a. Shaun. All right. So we're kind of a little bit of a rush, unfortunately, because I had to go to, I went to the DAV this morning, the Disabled Americans Veterans Organization, and I was a guest speaker for them, and that was really cool. It was an amazing moment to be able to stand in front of them and talk to them, and trying to reiterate to them that it was still an honor to me to be asked to come and speak at something. No matter how big I get or how important or anything like that, I always want to remember, it's these people are asking you to come and talk about your life, and why would anybody want to listen to your life? You know, so that's a really big deal for me. And this is going to be a great event we got going on here today. You are the founder, and what's another was like president, or what's your position?
Director.
Executive director.
It sounds fancy.
It does.
It just
that
means
sounds
I get
really
blamed
good.
for everything we don't.
Oh,
do,
absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. So we've got one of your cars already out here today, and we got another one on its way, and we're getting the final touches and setup and everything like that. Where the event starts at 2:00 today. Hopefully, we can have the video done and uploaded by then. If not, it will be at some point today. We'll get it done. But I want to talk to you about, because we talked to Brett last week and kind of highlighted over some of the stuff about Green Beret Racing.
Yep.
But I want to hear it from you, in your words. Why are you doing this?
Oh, that's a long story. We don't have that much time on the podcast, but really it comes down. I have a passion for blind three-legged squirrels, so I started an organization to save them. The way that we look at suicide, the way that we look at purpose, the way that we look at outreach, I think is wrong. We want to say that we're doing something after somebody goes through it. We found you, face down in a ditch and you were drunk because your wife left you or you attempted to kill yourself. We always do it after the fact, and there's never something that happens before. And you have really healthy guys, and then you have guys that are on the fence, and it takes just one mistake, one bad thing happened in their life, and it just cascades down. So the theory that I'm trying to prove, and I think we're doing a really good job at it, is let me give you a purpose, right? I don't want to write your resume. I don't want to find a job. I don't want to sit you on a couch and make your marriage better or anything like that. I simply want you to find a hobby that you love. So when all these other organizations out there can step up and fix all of those things for you, get you skills and training and help, you at least have something to wake up for. Yeah. And that's our whole thing. If you don't have a reason to wake up, what's the point of going to bed? What's the point of doing anything different in your life? So finding that purpose, and we generally do it with competition. When I was a young infantryman, doing the absolute stupidest things in the world that they told us to do and waiting on the word. Every time we waited on the word, it seemed like we'd be having nothing to do and we'd find a game, right? Whether it's throwing rocks at a cone, or just making up whatever, I bet Staff Sergeant comes in here and says this. And it's
mouse trap out of a Gatorade bottle.
I mean,
all the things, right? We're going to do it, and it's inherent in our nature. So I figure competition is the thing, right? So it's what we do. We find a competition that you like. And if you want to do something different than what I like, I'm 6'4", I'm 240 pounds, and if I came to you and you said, Nick, the way to excise your demons is marathon running, I'd be like, well, I'm going to live with these things. Not happening. But if instead I come to you or you come to me and I say, well, what do you want to do? What interests you? I don't care. Yeah. And we get you into bowling. Cool. Let's go bowling, because it's about the things that you like.
I want to turn a scrap car into a doom buggy.
Yeah, I want to take a Ford Crown Victoria. I want to lift it, put it on much bigger tires, re-gear it, put a Mad Max cage on it, and then I want to race against 3 other branches and talk
God,
trash.
I love this country.
Right? Yeah, but you're absolutely right. That mission, the purpose, the drive. I mean, that was the whole point behind, all of this, everything we're doing here, and trying to get more people involved in programs like that, where it's more than just tell me about your feelings or let's sit around a campfire. It's
that's cool.
You need to get out there and you need to do something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think you find this probably sitting back when you're making beer, is you get into conversations with your buddies. And I don't know if it's like this for women, but men, if we're doing something with our hands, we tend to bring our guards down. We tend to forget about what's going on, and we'll say things. And in that, the mission is not racing, right? It's not competition. It's not sending a dude to do something really crazy one time. It's all the stuff that leads up to it. Because the analogy that I use is if you were to get somebody into a deer stand, right, and you give them the gun You do all the baiting, you give them all the camo, and the only thing they had to do was just show up that morning, and they shoot the biggest buck they've ever shot in their life. Well, then that was pretty soon. That was last week, and then it was last month, and then it was last year, and they didn't do anything other than, oh, I got a cool story.
Yeah.
But if you teach them how to track, you teach them how to bait, how to zero their gun, how to do the craft of hunting, it now means something different. And when you get somebody positively engaged in a thing that they like, they change what they do. They're now changing their Instagram algorithms. They're looking at different stuff on YouTube. They're reading different things. They're talking about different stuff. And we've all met those people that get into a new hobby, and the only thing they want to do is tell you about it.
Yes.
And you're like, dude, I don't care. Well, that's awesome, though, for them.
Yeah.
Right? You might not care what their hobby is, but that's what we're trying to energize in people. And we see this when guys come out and they'll work the pits for us, and they don't know anything about cars. And they're out there and like, well, what do I do, man? I don't know how to do this. They're not even familiar with righty tighty, lefty loosey. I'm like, all right, check it out. When the car comes into the pit, look at the lug nuts. I'm like, well, what's a lug nut? Okay, so this little thing that keeps the tire on.
All right, I'm not that bad.
But we'll draw markered lines on there that'll right through the lug nut on the rim. And we'll say, walk around, make sure that each one of those is still straight.
Yeah.
And then if it's not, come get an adult. And we'll come over there and we'll tighten it for them. But we don't tell them that. We might.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, so they're giving a purpose to walk around to feel like they're included in it. We're not asking them to change, hey, I need you to time this, timing on an engine. We're not getting into that or anything like that. It's just simple, hey, do this. And then they start getting curious. And pretty soon they're going like, man, hold on. I want to know why you guys did this. Well, I saw you guys under there and you're wrenching on this. Why? And it's that curiosity that leads to a little bit of a passion. And so one of the guys that we have, he came to me and he was like, man, I need to find something, Nick. I don't know what, but I need to find something. And I was like, all right, cool, man. Let's come race dirt bikes with me, right? And we patted him up like little giants, right? Put him on the course, and he rode slower than, I don't even know if the bike was on. It was going so slow. But he came in, and he's like, that was pretty fun, but I don't think that's for me. And I was like, well, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to get into, CrossFit. And I was like, dude, send it. Goes, gets in CrossFit, tweaks something. And he's like, okay, maybe I don't need to be doing that. Gets into jiu-jitsu. He's loving it, and he gets hurt doing that. He's like, well, damn it, I need to find something. And he's a guy my size. And a dude mentions to him, so he gets on a road bike, which is not built for guys like me. And he goes and he does a race. And he comes to me and he goes, if you would have told me 8 months ago that my big ass would be sitting on a road bike, happy, and racing in this, I'd have thought you were crazy.
Yeah.
But he pursued it, right? If we would have taken the formula where, no, you need to be on a dirt bike. That's my outlet. I love to be on a dirt bike. But that didn't work for him. So if you go to an organization, you say, hey, I need help, and they only have one avenue, they're not going to help you if that's not your avenue.
Yeah.
So we really just take it to that different side. What is it? Just tell me. I had a guy call me up. I've been deployed with him a couple times. And big, burly dude. We'd been in some pretty good raids together. Like you look at him, you're like, okay, that dude, he's pretty serious.
Yeah.
And he's like, Nick, man, I need to find something. And I was like, okay, like, what do you want? He goes really quiet. And then he goes, would you sponsor me for bowling? And I was like, absolutely, man. Like, why wouldn't I? And he goes, well, look, man. And he didn't think I was going to say yes. And he was like, well, look, I'm too old to get into motocross or something like that. I'm too jacked up to start running. Like,
yeah.
It's like, this is something I feel like I can do. And I was like, dude, I said, yes. Like, we're absolutely in to do this.
Yeah.
Why would we not want to help you? And I think when it comes to the larger veteran community, we like to get around, we talk trash about each other, which is really what this Battle of the Branches is about. Because, we have the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, and the Marine Corps team. And instead of doing one race against each other, we have 6. And so our first one's the Mint 400. Kicks off on March 4th is when it kicks off. We actually race on March 6th. We'll race a couple laps around a ridiculous track in the lifted ground Victorias against each other. And then we go next to do a rally race down in Austin. Then we're doing a drag race up here in Colorado. We have Vegas to Reno back in the desert. We have another rally race that we're doing. And then we have our final desert race being Laughlin in October. And the point of it is twofold. So instead of just, hey, let's get together and wrench on things and, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, we're now giving something on the line. Because now, you lose the first race, the Air Force beats us. Absolutely. They don't even have calluses on their hands, right? How am I going to let a dude that can't do that, beat me? So then it goes into that same mindset. Well, hold on. What did we do wrong?
Yeah.
Where can we get better? Because the cars are identical. I didn't let them modify engines or suspension. They are exactly the same. They can have their fun cosmetics from inside and put different stuff in there that way, but they're an identical car. So now they end the first race and they go, well, shit. That's not okay. Like, we need to step this up, right? And now we do this over an entire season, and they're having fun because the way, like, you take Marines, right? Marines are our retarded younger brother, and we can pick on them all day. But if somebody else does, absolutely not. That's my retarded younger brother. You don't do that.
They're the kind of guys who get out and push the car just to win it.
They probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably will.
Yeah.
So it's that thing, and I want to expand it, right? So next year we already have a law enforcement team that's coming on board.
Nice.
I want to get the Space Force and the Coast Guard on board, and then I want to bring in fire and EMS as well. And I want to do this as the responders, right? The front line is what I call it.
Yeah.
So for, foreign domestic, if you will. And putting it against each other, because we all like to do it. And I have this vision of where you walk into a room and it's the Army talking to the Navy, and we're talking trash to each other. And then the Marines come in and we just pile on them. Then the Air Force comes in and everybody makes fun of them. And then a cop walks in and we go, whoa. Quiet. Like, it's a cop, You're just making fun of them.
Right. Everybody turns their back like,
But we all have that same drive. We raised our hand to do something that is bigger than ourselves.
Absolutely.
And so now we're putting them into a team environment outside of the military so that they say, you know what, life sucks. It's not going well for me. Nothing is going right. I just lost my job. My wife hates me. I don't know who my kids are. I'm an ended. This is it. I'm done. If we have that one thing that they go, but I'm going to do it after this.
Yeah.
After this next race.
I can't. The team needs me right now.
I can't let them down. Who knows what happens in that time? Something might positively happen that sets them in a better path.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking for. It's that minute thing. And the way that I explain that little analogy is, let's say I get you on a dirt bike, Steve, and you're out there and you're like, teach you how to ride, and you're going around, you're not falling down anymore, and you're having a good time. But we have 8 other dudes on the track that are going, and you have not come close to any of them yet, right? And you come into the last turn and you see dust, not a person, dust. You've never seen dust before, right? Unless they're passing you. And then you go home that night and you go, holy shit. I might actually be getting the hang of this.
Yeah.
Right? And let's say you drink 12 beers a night, right? Sometimes we do. That night you go, I'm going to drink 11. I'm going to hold off on that last one. Bro, that's monumental, right?
Yep.
That's not some seismic change in the universe that everybody's looking for. That is you making a decision to make a change in your life or a thing that you want.
Yeah.
Because I could remove all the alcohol in the world from you. It doesn't mean you're not an alcoholic. It just means you don't have access to it.
Yeah.
But if you make that choice to do it,
You're making the conscious effort
boom,
to improve.
Now let's go.
Yeah.
And that's all we're about.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've always done that, especially here at the brewery. I mean, like you just saw today, we just put up this giant new section of the bar. It's always little steps. What can I do? How can I improve? And it's the same thing, like, not staying out late because I want to be here in the morning to get this next part done, or us going through and revising and improving a recipe because we just want to make that a little bit better. It's always whatever it is, and that's what I love about the brewery is because then we have 100 different facets of this place where we're always trying to improve. We're always trying to make it a little better, and I go home and we think about that, or like we'll message each other even when we're not working and being like, hey, what do you think about this? Or what if we add this? Or how about we step, this little thing, make it a little better? And applying it, to the cars, you'd have even more options than we do here at the brewery. The things that you want to do, or, I want to do one more sit-up or one more push-up so I'm a little bit better in the car, or, I want to be able to...
Whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is. It's just little... It's micro. Everybody keeps thinking it's some huge thing. I have to go on a crash diet. I have to absolutely quit drinking. There's absolutes and all of that. And it's not. It's little steps.
Tiny.
Little things. Yeah. And they make big improvements over time.
Well, anybody that has tried to make a giant change in their life to do something, hey, I'm going to go run marathons, and they take off and try to run a marathon. You're getting hurt, right? That did not work out for you.
Oh, no, I can't do this now.
But if you incrementally do it, and you get used to the circumstances and then improve from that, but if you don't have a baseline on what you're improving in, then how do you even know? There are very few people on this planet that have the ability to go from nothing to now I'm a marathon runner.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Wait. When did this happen?
And that transcends. That goes to everything in life. You can't wake up and be like, oh, I'm gonna go be an astronaut. Yeah, cool. Anyways,
we'll see you in a week.
And something I picked up on what you were talking. It's like the motivation isn't improvement for improvement's sake. Mm-hmm. You're giving people a reason to improve.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm not just doing these sit-ups because I want to lose weight. I'm doing these sit-ups because I want to have more stamina when I go drive or when I go hit the motocross track.
Oh, and it's all
if
pressure.
you sit there and you think about it as I've got to exercise, I've got to work out, lose weight, and all this, it's not that much fun. But if it's like, okay, I want to do this because this will make me better at something I actually enjoy, adds an extra layer of motivation.
Yeah. What's the difference between working out and training?
Yeah.
Right. Tons of people go to the gym and they work out, and their intensity might be somewhat there. But when you put something out there that you're going for,
Mm-hmm.
right? Oh, now I have a marathon, right? That's the biggest thing they say about, oh, you want to go run a marathon? Well, put it on the calendar, right? Or a 5K or whatever it is. Put it on the calendar, because now you're looking at it and you're going, oh, man.
Yeah, I've only got this time left. I have to do that.
I have to do it.
Yep. You set yourself a goal,
Yeah.
and that's where you have to get.
Well, I mean, take you guys.
That's what I'm doing with the ski season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on there. You do it. You wake up and you look at it. And it's a real quick way to look at what you think is serious. Because if you don't take it seriously, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And when I came back from a trip, and I went through a pretty bad divorce. And I'm on the way back from it, you know, and I have the divorce papers in my passenger seat. And I just dropped off my daughters for the first time for a full summer. And I have a terrible drive back from, I'm going through West Texas. And I'm just a mess. You know, I failed. Regardless of whatever, I failed.
Yeah.
And I turned it into a way to move forward, right? I was at a crossroads. I could be a has-been, right? I was a cool guy. I was SF. I had all this cool shit going on. But I could be the dude that sits at the end of the bar and tells you, oh, well, you know, back in my day.
Back in my day.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, like, I'm just trying to get a beer, Pops.
Yeah.
Or I could find a way to reinvent myself. And I came up with 4 rules. They had to be, or 4 goals. They had to be as least impacted by other people. So I couldn't say I want to be the CEO of Ford. All right, because obviously there's way too many things that are in between here and there.
Yeah.
So I decided I was going to re-enlist, buy a house, start a business, and become a warrant officer. And within 2 years, I'd done all of it. And I had this singular focus where I was changing what I was reading. And I was going to bed thinking about things. I was waking up, and I had a purpose, and I was driving. And I found success in so many different places in my life that I didn't realize I was going to excel. I found passions I didn't know that I had. It all came from setting something that I needed to do, right?
Yeah.
I had something on the calendar. There's a date there that's going. Well, I ended up graduating. I had this existential crisis because I was like, oh man, I need goals. I need to do this.
You did everything. Now, oh shit.
Yeah, now what? And so I started putting things on there, and I didn't care about them. Oh, I'm going to go do this physical competition, right? Or I'm going to go shoot this or whatever. And I didn't care about them. They were things that mattered to me. And I was like, man, I'm going to fall back. Like, I can't do this. Like, I was really getting anxious. And then I got sent down to the Mint 400. I was actually with the Special Forces Foundation, and we race it. And for those that don't know, the Mint 400 is the largest off-road race in North America. This year, there's going to be about 1,800 teams racing it. About 70,000 people show up, right? That's more than football stadiums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To come watch people that, watch a dirt bike come flying by that you get to see for
half a second.
Yeah.
Real quick.
cool.
Oh,
All right, there it
there
goes. Anyways, back to drinking beer. So it was that. And then we do the race. It's against a couple other charities. We weren't amazing. I thought we were, but we weren't. We finished third mainly because we just didn't give up. Right, 12 hours later, we come across. We damaged the vehicle pretty badly. But my co-driver,
Duct tape and bubble gum.
very much. Yeah, you're not kidding. But the next morning, we're sitting there, and my co-driver looks at me as we're eating breakfast, and he goes, "Man, I needed that." And I was like, "Dude, I've heard that. Why? What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
I'm still on a team. He had been retired for a year, and he goes, I don't have something to grind for.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have that purpose, that passion. So that's what started Green Beret Racing. Was that, and we really started trying to get people into it, and it became this I love motorsports, and I'd meet people that are like, okay, cool, man, I don't care about cars.
Yeah.
Weird thing to me, but and then kind of modifying it from there, and it really started growing, which was kind of fun to us. So this is fun. This will be our 6th Mint 400 that we've done, and we've done everything from Ironman dirt bike racing down there to we have a pro class buggy, we have another 4-seater, and we go out there, we help people.
Yeah.
We've taken parts off our vehicles and handed them to others. We've rescued people. We've been rescued, right? And we just try to build this community and be the people that I would want to show up on the racetrack and be like, hey, man, what's up? Do you need help?
Yeah.
All right, so next year it's going to be a business expense field correspondence, right?
There you go.
I'm going to go out there and watch this.
Oh, we've already been talking about it. We got a dirt track group does enduro bikes.
Yeah.
And they asked us if we wanted to come out and do the podcast live at the racetracks.
Let's go.
And I was like, "Are you serious?" They're like, "Yeah," because they didn't have anything like that. A lot of, especially enduro biking, there's not a lot of groups that actually record it and talk about it. And I was like, hell yeah, Wackadoo Unhinged now. We're just going to start going out, and it's like,
As you
holy
should,
right?
crap,
I think you're going to have a lot of fun because
Unhinged and in the field.
right?
There you go.
That just sounds bad.
The amateur race world is so much fun.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have your one or two pricks that think that they're going to get a contract and get sponsored and go somewhere. Everybody else is just out there to drink beer and have fun.
Yeah.
Right? We're somewhat serious. Like, we want to race and have a good time.
Yeah,
But at the end
but
of
it's
the day,
not like, you know.
Oh, we don't care.
Yeah.
You know, we've broken our vehicles so many times. You know, I've broken my dirt bike. I can't tell you how many times. I've been in the hospital. You know.
Yeah, but that's what they're made for.
That's
They're
what it's
meant to be
for.
broken.
Yeah, me or the bike. Because I've broken both.
Column A and column B. I mean,
The bike is more easy to fix.
yeah.
Yeah. I've done a lot of that stuff. You know, we get guys into it and they have fun. But the people that we run into, because we don't approach this as, oh, woe is me, right?
Yeah.
Hey, there are veterans that are, you know, killing themselves and come support us and this will help because, well, two reasons. One, I hate feeling like a charity,
Yeah.
right? And I tell the guys this, I was like, look, we're a nonprofit, not a charity.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to work when you come here. This isn't you show up and I give you here, get in the car and here's your race suit and go. No, like, hey, get over there. We need to change tires. You know, we need to refuel this thing. Like, you're going to put work in.
Yeah.
And it's a part of the mission. And the other part of it is it's a very unquantifiable thing. Hey, we're going to fight veteran suicide. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll prove it. Well, I mean, he didn't attempt to commit suicide, so I think that's it. Well, yeah, but how do you know that it was what you do?
Yeah.
Right? And it's a
It's
downside.
it's hard to put a number to it.
It very much is, right? I mean, we can talk about helping amputees or painting houses or redoing showers or whatnot.
Yeah.
And that's an easy thing to talk about.
yeah.
But when it comes to this, I don't approach it that way. I approach this as, all right, check this out. Look at this car, right? And I said this to one of our sponsors, how we got him on board. He was like, Nick, I like what you're going for, but it's 4 cars. I'm asking for a lot. So he's like, I need you to just explain a little bit more. Like, help me conceptualize. And I was like, all right, check this out. You're walking out of the grocery store and it's late at night. And it's your car in the center of the parking lot. No other cars around it, except to the left, there's a trophy truck. $1 million machine, 1,000 horsepower, naturally aspirated, has 4 feet of travel in the rear, 3 feet of travel up front. Just an absolute specimen of a machine, polished, ready to go. And on the right side of the parking lot, you have 4 lifted Ford Crown Victorias that are wrapped in different liveries that look like they came out of Mad Max. Where are you looking?
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck, I'm looking at the Crown Vics. And I was like, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? This is what we're doing. This is what we're showing off. So I'm trying to pivot us and make us look like an investment. You're not donating because you feel bad for veterans. You're donating because we have a positive thing that you can go, hey, I can get my product in people's hands through your fan base, and I can feel good about what I'm giving you. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the second part that that's our mission, but we're driving the first part because it's for you.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that first night we came out to your event, we sponsored you right on the spot. It was just like, this is amazing. We have to do this. Yeah. So that was really cool. So yeah, we got people are going to start showing up here soon. I got a few pictures taken for the vehicles. We got the post made for the day. This is absolutely amazing. By the way, do you want to shout out that crazy ass energy drink that I pounded earlier?
It's a Valor Energy.
Valor Energy.
So this is our fan base right here. So this company, they're fairly new. They put out this thing to say, hey, winner gets prize from us, but it's the most comments on the page. We barely did anything, and we owned it. Like, it wasn't even close, and they actually wrote us, and then like, who are you guys? Well, what's going on? I was like, well, we have a dedicated fan base.
Yeah, it's veterans and energy drinks.
So,
We're done.
right? Which, get this, I have been turned down by Rip It. Right?
God, why everybody's all over Rip It.
That is a horrible missed opportunity.
Did you ever have wild tigers?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Is there nicotine in that?
Nicotine and caffeine.
That's
I was like,
ridiculous.
yes, the single greatest thing. Yeah.
I wrote Rip It, and I was like, how do you?
I'm waiting to find some pouches that have both.
Oh, yeah, you go to Europe. Yeah, but they were like, no, we're good. And I'm like, this is it.
Do you understand? Like, this is as high as it
veteran
gets. Yeah. Picture of a fucking one of these going over a dune or something like that.
I was like, yeah, all right. So anyways, they'll pay next year.
Yeah.
But,
And those colors look so good on a car.
oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it is. But yeah, Valor Energy, they have been wonderful to us. They send us a whole bunch of free drinks. So anybody that comes out here, they're yours. And we have discount codes. They get you 15% off whatever you want to order from them, and then we actually get money from them for it.
Oh, that's
All
awesome.
right.
Way different than just get 15% off.
Yeah.
So you actually have a chance to get energy, which we all need, and support us, which I want. I mean, I guess we all want.
Yes, exactly. Remember, if you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter.
There we go.
God. Okay. So do you have one more thing?
So I was just gonna say you said you have a discount code if you want to shout that out. Anywhere on social media people can go to follow you.
Absolutely. We're Green Beret Racing on all the major platforms. And then the discount code, I hope I don't say this wrong, it's on the website, but it should be GBR26.
GBR26. That's perfect. Too easy. All right. So from all of us here at Wackadoo, we want to say thank you guys for watching and like, subscribe, and follow. And hopefully we see you out here today. If not, we'll see you sometime soon, and check out all their social media. The videos are absolutely hilarious. I love all the crap talking between the different branches. And don't just do it.
Wackadoo it.